Alright everyone, what's going on? Welcome back for some Euro Truck Simulator 2 Promods. I already have the sim loaded up, so I won't really have to do much. Between this, all I gotta do is just make sure that I get rid of this page, and then I can show you the plan. So, last time I streamed, oh shoot, my phone's gonna die. So last time I streamed, I was driving from the UK and I was planning to go all the way to Selfoss in Iceland. But what I realized was if I were to drive that distance, it was going to be a lot of boring roads with turns and turns. It was going to take hours and hours. I was going to keep flipping, annoying the crap out of myself. It wasn't going to be a fun time. And it's kind of inconvenient that the only ferry port in the entire country is on the other side of the main city. So if you want to get anywhere, you have to drive the long ass road. It's kind of pointless. Whereas if we take so I picked up a load in Selfoss, teleported to the port where we are now, and we're going to take the ferry from Seyðisfjörður all the way down to Hirtshals. And then we're going to keep driving. We're going to make a quick stop in Kolding for a repair. Then we're going to get back on the motorway past Flensburg. We're going to transition through Kiel, straight through Berlin, and into Poland. We're then going to exit off into the Czech Republic to take a different route because I've already taken this route through Resho. And then I'm going to head through Kosice into Ukraine, and then we're going to go through Ukraine. We might go and see some of this stuff like Lutsk and Novovolinsk and Kovel while we, the next time. We do have Moldova now, and we also have Albania, and we have this giant road here, which leads to pretty much nowhere. Just leads to the bar, but you cannot get that far. Everything else pretty much just exists. Same crap exists. That's always existed. And then Mostrar, Dubrovnik always existed. No, Dubrovnik did not exist. It ended in Plots. And then, bar in, I forget, what is this? Kosovo, I think. And you have this town in Albania, too. You don't have Tirana or anything like that, but this will do fine. So we're going to drive, but actually we're not technically really driving yet. So this is the ferry port here in Iceland. It is a beautiful port. Oh, man. Yeah. All right. We're now going to hop over to Hirtshals, which is a 45-hour-long ferry. Cost 3,000 euros to take this ferry. This is nothing compared to the ferry to the islands. We also have the ferry Kaminari, which must be further south. And we're in Hirtshals, but it's not 12 p.m. It is not 12 p.m. on Wednesday. It is now 12 p.m. on Saturday, because we went through some time changes and all that BS. So we're in Hirtshals now. I used to call this place Hirtshals because I just could not pronounce it, but it is Hirtshals. Now, time to execute our drive through Denmark. Let's do this. Alright. Well, bye-bye, ferry.
You've got the contract. Now go.
Alright, we really... Alright, so I think the first part of this is pretty much like it's always is. We got plenty of fuel, I'm not worried much. Okay, and there's like no AI traffic yet. And welcome to Denmark. Denmark.
Get ready to turn right.
Okay. So, we're on the road. Finally, jeez.
Turn right.
Aalborg here, we're making a stop in Kolding first to repair the truck. I suppose we could just repair it here. It saves us a little time. I think we might just...
What are we waiting for?
Might as well just repair it here. I mean, we're right here. We're in the town. We might as well just do it here.
Never mind.
There's no one bothering us really either here. Rather than in Holding, I'd probably have to sit at a bunch of lights. We'd have to probably we'd have to go through a roundabout and all that BS. So let's just stop here and we'll hit the road immediately after this. Okay, so 32,000 euros for the repair. That's, I mean, the ferry was only 3 grand, so it's kind of significant. There should be no traffic there. I think we're good. We are good. Alright, boys, we are on the road. Again. We're going to get on the motorway, and then we're just going to cruise. Load isn't due till Thursday of next week. We're going to be getting there a lot earlier than that, though. So we don't really need to worry about that. It is such a long drive, though, to get down there.
Get ready to turn left.
Okay.
Turn left.
Okay. As I've said, we're on the road. Now this part of Denmark has been changed by Promods, so it's not going to look like your average, basically what I'm saying is it's not going to look like the base Scandinavia DLC content you're going to be seeing. You're going to be seeing a lot more variety in roads. You're going to be seeing a lot more well-designed roads, intersections, and kind of just a more realistic road layout, pretty much. Because Denmark is pretty simple in base Scandinavia. You have, you know, your road, you have some exits, and that's about it. And then you have their side roads. This gets a bit more complicated. You get the signs for like the whatever you call them. Oh, frick. Just got a text, and I need to pause. Okay. Okay, and as you can tell, when you drive it through Denmark, you don't go through a tunnel. When you get to Aalborg, you just drive through some sort of you just drive through kind of the area. But here you get a tunnel, which is kind of cool. It's a bit wiggly though. I gotta cut down that a little bit. Maybe like to there instead. That might be a bit more stable. There we go.
Go straight.
Don't forget the fart control, or the... Dirty minds. Yeah, no, but that means speed control, though. Apparently, it does mean speed control. That fart control. Yeah, no, they're not. They're not controlling farts. I'm sorry. It's fart or something like that.
Go straight.
So in German, Ausfahrt means exit, but in Danish, fart is like speed. I see. That's the McDonald's sign that I saw one of the first times I ever played Promods, because apparently they're allowed to put McDonald's in Promods because they're not making any money off it. They only make money off of the zip files, and they charge like $1 or like not even a full pound or euro for that. It's like one GBP or something cheap like that. But it's a little bit better to just download them all together, because like it's just a bit easier. Plus, generally you can get away with like downloading 2 at the same time, so. Oh shoot. What the hell happened here?
Go straight.
This does look pretty much like a default junction that you would see in the base Scandinavia, though. You'd see something like that. See, they call them a cruise in they call them cruise in German, but in the Cloverleaf they call cruise, but in Danish they apparently call them vests. Apparently, don't ask me why. So oh, 25 hours. That's actually more than I thought. We could probably do that in a run, though. My parents don't get home till like 4:30, 5 o'clock, so it's about an hour and a half that I have just alone up here, so I think we'll have plenty of time to do this. I might have to go a little bit until when my parents kind of start to get home, but we'll see. So we would have had to go all the way over to here before getting a repair. That would have been like almost 3 hours of driving. And then I would have had to pull off the highway and do all this random stuff that no one wants to do while they're in the middle of a good run, especially going at this kind of a constant speed for so long. You're going to want to keep the momentum going. We still wouldn't have been at the intersection yet. We're just crossing over the Colding River here.
Keep right.
And that other ramp takes you further to the east. We're going south, so that's not gonna work for us. And the reason why I didn't start the drive in Selfoss is just because the drive through Iceland, it's a nice drive, but I've done it before, and if you do it, it's unrewarding because it's just so inconvenient to just drive across that barren continent, and especially since the Promods doesn't even let you drive the most direct route between Reykjavik and Seyðisfjörður. So it's like, well, what's the freaking point if I have to drive completely out of the way in technicality, and it's just not my idea of fun. I kind of want to just get on the motorway and just drive, so that's why we're doing this deal. We'll get to see some scenery in Romania that won't, overdo shit or anything like that. This ain't this isn't like driving through the entirety of, Nevada. That's completely different. That takes me like half an hour to an hour, and, it's an easy drive. The drive through Iceland is completely ridiculous. I just do not want to do, and I just didn't want to drive it. I wasn't in the mood. I know I drove all the way up to Iceland, but I just didn't feel like driving back. Okay, we're pretty much almost in Germany at this point. We're almost in Flensburg. I can always make sure that I have the voice on. Hold on. Okay, I don't know why, but I had this irrational fear that I didn't have the mic on for some reason. I have this all the time. Okay, but I think we got to get through this border city first, and then we can cross into Germany. Where street view vehicles generally do not capture because like 1 million of all Germans didn't want their house to be showed on Google Street View. So Google Street View made the executive decision to just not photograph any roads from Germany besides like the city roads. Like Hamburg roads, a lot of the city roads are general, and the motorway, and not the motorway, the autobahns are captured. Berlin's got them too, but they're all really old. So it's not like recent or anything. It's from like 2009 or something, but it's like the good 2009 footage. It's not, you know. It's not like the crappy 2008. It's not like the crappy 2007 footage that we have now. And yeah, welcome to Germany. In the US, the crappy 2007 scenery is pretty bad. It's a Hamburg is 160 kilometers. So pretty much all the autobahns in Germany are just treated as like an American turnpike, which is like every single exit pretty much every exit has a name. So for example, I live near the closest turnpike that has that kind of would probably be either the New Jersey Turnpike or the Massachusetts Turnpike. I'm gonna stick with the Jersey Turnpike. I've been on it. I haven't really been on it I've been on the Massachusetts Turnpike and the New Jersey Turnpike probably about the same time in my life, and the New Jersey Turnpike's a little more easier for me to comprehend. Massachusetts, the problem is I live in Connecticut, but I don't live in northern Connecticut, so I'm always on 84 to 90, which means I don't get to travel so I've traveled the entire length of the Jersey Turnpike, but I have not traveled the entire length of the Massachusetts Turnpike. Never been through that part between like Sturbridge and flipping Stockbridge. I've never been through any of those places, so. So for the New Jersey Turnpike, interchanges have names. So for example, the first interchange, the furthest south interchange, is the Swedesboro interchange because it connects the town of Swedesboro. Then there is the Edison interchange in Edison, New Jersey. Then there's obviously the Carteret in Carteret, and so on. It just depends on which interchange you go to. That determines what.
Right.
Now, where exactly was I gonna go with this? I have no clue. Itzehoe! That is not how you pronounce it. It's probably Itzehoe. It's probably like it's probably like Itza or something like that. You can't go there anyway, so it doesn't really matter how it's pronounced. Because we wouldn't be driving through there. We're driving towards Bredenbeck. Or Bredenbeck. I just don't ask me. I have German friends, I can maybe ask them.
Keep left. Keep left. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
So we're gonna be transitioning through Kiel at this point.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Okay, so when does the Audubon portion of this start? Probably a little bit further up.
Go straight.
Oh, come on, don't bing me for that. It's 50 now, or, well, 80 Ks. Alright, Berlin is 320 kilometers. And we have what, like, that's 875 miles, so that's probably about, that's probably like 1,300 kilometers that we have left before we get to Romania. And we gotta make up time on the Autobahns, because once we get to the Czech Republic, we're going to be stuck on some side roads, and then once we get to Ukraine, we're going to have to take more side roads. So we got to make up that time now. And I'm talking about like real time. I'm not talking about in-game time. We have like 5 days of game time, 111 hours. But I'm obviously going to be delivering this a lot earlier than that. In fact, we're estimated to get there tomorrow afternoon at 3:35. So we don't need headlights yet. It's only like 7:30. About an hour or two in game we'll need them. Now we're in Mecklenburg, what's that? Mecklenburg, whatever. It's another German state. There's a lot of German states that are hard to pronounce. At least I know the provinces of Canada and the kingdoms, or not the kingdoms. It's the United Kingdom of Great Britain, Northern Ireland, and Scotland and Wales. But Scotland wants to be independent, so Lord knows how long that's going to be before Scotland's removed from the UK. And now the UK isn't part of the European Union anymore, you have to go through border checks when you cross between via the ferry or whatnot. You can't just fly through. You can't just be like, I'm gonna be crossing borders. No, you need to go through the actual border check in order to do that. Nowadays, because before you could just fly through, just like I went between Denmark and Germany very easily. Now, Denmark and Iceland, you have to go through the customs, but that's probably done aboard the boat or whatnot, or in the ferry port. That's not generally done with a big border station. Yeah, I just saw a sign that says that if you go straight, it's taking you to the Rostock Cloverleaf, but it doesn't mention that it takes you to Rostock specifically. And there's no destiny. There's no what is the name? Center cities, whatever they're called. Destiny. I forget what they're called. I believe that they're called signal cities, but
keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Turn right.
Berlin's now 214 kilometers. By the time we get to Berlin, we'll have about 1,000 kilometers to go on our trip. Now we could probably put on the headlights as the sun just continues to set back there. Oh, we're in Brandenburg. We're flying through these states. I know Brandenburg is like, I think the easternmost one, or it's like the second to the east. If I'm not mistaken. Brandenburg is where Berlin is enclosed in. Berlin itself is a separate city, I think, but... Brandenburg is generally where, like, is basically the state that encircles, or, you know, surrounds the city of Berlin. And we're pretty close to Berlin at this point. Here we go. 110 kilometers. We went 100 kilometers pretty damn quickly. That means we should be like 700 miles now. Yep, what? Okay, that's a bit off then. We're only at 739 miles. It's a bit weird. Stay around for a bit, we'll let a couple of these guys pass. I don't need to be out of this lane, but I can get out of it, though. I'm trying to get a good screenshot here. I had to take it quickly, otherwise, yeah, see, the trailer was gonna block that. Doesn't matter, because he's getting off now. That was a last-minute exit dive from that guy. The Wardian Berlin. Jeez, that was a quick drive to Berlin. We're already here. That shouldn't be a surprise because 100 kilometers in this sim. Who is that? Good afternoon, Graham. How you doing, man? Man, you've been enjoying Microsoft Flight Sim and all that?
Keep right.
And all that, or anything else you're playing or whatnot, or just about your day. I don't know. This exit's for Berlin Tegel Airport. I think it's Tegel. It might be. I'm not sure how the G's pronounced though. You're fine, and of course you haven't played ETS in a couple months. Well, I mean, you got plenty else to do. You got Microsoft Flight Sim and whatever else, so I mean, that's good. Oh, yeah, see, I told you, Berlin's its own state. Hold on, I gotta read this for a second. Is that... Yep, that's Promods 2.5. That actually takes you through the, because in the base game you can't drive like through Berlin like this, but at least I don't think so. I don't. It wasn't announced in the 138 update. So this is pretty cool. And that's Schönfeld Airport. I think that's the main airport in Berlin. Have you flown to Berlin in Microsoft Flight Sim, or have you not yet? I'm not sure Berlin's a very popular flying destination though, but neither is anywhere I've flown besides JFK and London, so hold on. I gotta try to read this when I get around this turn. You've been to Frankfurt. The only places I've been in Europe in Microsoft Flight Sim are Stansted, and then I flew from there to Pescara Airport in Italy. And I also did the London Heathrow. I landed in London Heathrow from JFK. Those are the only 3 airports I've been to in Europe. I've been to Milwaukee and DC in America. And I've been to Accra and Bol in Addis Ababa in Africa, and that's about it. Oh, I've also been to Kenitra, Morocco, which is near Rabat. That video should be coming up on FinRummy Flights pretty soon. You haven't flown in a week, though. You need to revise for physics and chemistry test. Oh, you have revise for physics, which you're probably gonna fail. Yeah, chemistry sucks, but I've taken chemistry, it sucks. And I don't remember anything from chemistry whatsoever, besides maybe the fact that hydrogen gas has to be paired up in order to be stable. That's like generally the only thing I remember. Physics is a little bit better, but it's still really complicated and confusing, and I still don't really understand half of it. Yeah, I like physics better too. Plus, I'm planning to study engineering in college, so physics is going to be a lot more useful than chemistry because I'm not going to be a chemical engineer. If I was going to be a chemical engineer, I would probably try to get better at chemistry, but if I was going to like study chemical engineering, but I don't like chemistry. I really do not like chemistry. My chemistry teacher was all right, but I just do not like chemistry. Yeah, definitely, in my opinion, physics is definitely better just because I kind of understand it a bit more. You managed to get an A on a chemistry test last year at GCSE equivalent only because his teacher saw potential. Wow, if only American teachers gave out grades like that, lol. No, they don't, yeah. Teachers I've had never care about potential. They grade you right versus wrong. That's just on an exam. Okay, well maybe that's because probably because it was probably because you answered well on some of the open-end questions. That's always my strong suit, is the open-end, because at least I can explain why you think that an answer is wrong. But on, like, multiple choice, you get a question wrong, it's wrong. That's it. You move on, you got it wrong, and oh, you hate open-ended? Yeah, I don't like open-ended either, but the good thing about open-ended questions is you can explain yourself, so the teacher and the grading process isn't as rigid as with the multiple choice. Multiple choice is obviously like, you single out this, single out this, single out this, that's the answer. But open-end, you kind of have to know, you can use, there's a lot more leeway for an open-ended question, unless you're taking what we call in the States an AP exam, which basically it's College Board or whatever. Oh, hold on. You just hope the exams are canceled next year. So you could predict. Yeah, well, exams at my school have been canceled, and it's my last year of high school, so we're almost in Poland. That's the Nische River. Alright, we're going a bit too fast here. But yeah, so exams have already been canceled for my high school, and it is my last year before college, so I just have to pass like a big test probably at the end, and then I'm probably gonna be good to go. I won't have to worry about exams. Still gonna have to pass some sort of big test though, but it won't be like, you know, an hour or two long exam. It'll just be like something simple. We're waiting for them to say what's happening. They will tell you legit next month. Alright, well, I hope your exams get canceled, because mine already have, and it'd be nice if yours got canceled too, because that just makes life a lot easier for the both of us. I mean, it's already easier for me, but yeah, so especially with Corona in the rise in the UK. Yeah, doubt you could be in exam hall for 3 hours. Yeah, like, well, your exams are 3 hours. Wow. It's a bit longer than what we got here. Well, at least for high school. I don't know about college exams yet. Oh, come on! I think we better just lower my cruise control speed so that it's not too bad when we change between speed limits. Yeah, like, you could sit in a class for like an hour, but if you're sitting in an exam room for 3 hours, that's with, you know, a lot of people. It's not like you can hold like somewhat, you have breaks between papers. Yeah, that's what happens in the standardized tests. They basically give you like standardized breaks between certain sections, so that it's not like you're doing it in like one go. So there'll be like 4 sections on, for example, the SAT, and it's 4 sections, and you just, they tell you when you could take a break, and it's like, but I'm not taking the SAT because most schools aren't requiring it, and the only thing that taking the SAT would grant me most likely would be some sort of scholarship, which I'm sure I can earn in other ways besides taking a 4.5 hour long, or it's more like 3.5 hours, but I don't know. You'll ask for your own room with your own teacher. Maybe take your exam outside on like a nice, not windy day where it's not raining. That's gonna be kind of hard in your area of the world, but I'm sure you could, I don't know. Be cool if they could arrange that. So weirdly enough, the speed limit through this portion of the motorway is like 70 kilometers an hour, and now this is like, it's been kind of inconsistent, probably because this isn't very developed, likely. This motorway. How far are we to the next biggest city? Wrocław is 117. Katowice is about 300 Ks. Or 500, I didn't read. Okay, I'm gonna change this orientation a little bit. Alright. There we go. They can't do it outside because someone could shout everything. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that possibility. Luckily in Scotland, college is free, so you don't have to worry about scholarship. Yeah, well, yeah, college is free there. Yeah, exactly. I'm not that financially burdened though, so I don't really need to worry too much about like I don't need to like rely on a scholarship or like a full ride deal to get into a college. Full ride is basically is that if a school sees enough potential in you, they will, or I don't know, maybe if they see you're like doing financially worse off than most other applicants, they will give you like a free ride. Like they will let you go to college for free. But it's only like a few people per year that get this opportunity, and it's really rare to get that opportunity, so is healthcare. Yeah, healthcare too, of course. I mean, the U.S. does have the Affordable Health Care Act, but there's still healthcare inequality and all that. But I won't, like I said, we won't get into that. Or like you said, we won't get into that too much. The U.S. is looking to get free health care, but the problem is the U.S. doesn't really know how to get it. Like they want it, but they don't, like the people here don't really know like what it means. Like they know it means like all health care is covered by the government, but the government is so complicated that oh wait, we weren't. Oh, that's right, we weren't getting into it. Oh, okay, yeah, I gotta stop talking now. Alright, so we're coming in through Wrocław right now. And then we hit the toll roads. Oh, I hate the toll roads. Although there's not going to be too many tolls because we are diverting into the Czech Republic. So there won't be too many tolls. Another McDonald's, I see. What's up with all the McDonald's?
Keep left.
Up, here comes the toll booth. Shoot. You gotta shoot. See you later. Alright. See, wonder if you're gonna be doing some more live flights, because I did miss that first one. But I'm not sure if you're planning any of those. Or I can always check Discord or whatnot. So thankfully, due to the toll roads, this part of the motorway is definitely a lot more developed than that road than the motorway by the German border. Definitely had some weak spots. There's got to be at least... Yeah, okay, there's just one more toll booth. And do not ask me to name the Polish states. They're in a completely different language. German, German states I generally can tell because they're generally like Berg and this and that, but other names just get a bit confusing in Polish. So I generally won't even bother trying to figure those out. Come on. There we go. Alright, well. Here's the exit. Refresh
Right.
Kautovic.
Then exit right.
I mean, what is it? It's just... It just looks the same. Nothing special about it, really.
Exit right.
Alright, welcome to the Czech Republic. 405 miles, that's about 650 kilometers. Before we get to our destination. See, it's nice because in Europe you get the nice like graphic of like which airport. Like if you're at a certain airport, it's this side, another airport. But in America, they just paste that stuff along on the. They just paste that stuff on the green sign, so it's all in just white text. So it's not like there's that white box with the black text. It's just the white text on the green sign. In the States, that's just like this, and it's just like, welp, what, you know, it's like it doesn't pop out as easily. Like obviously it pops out because it's not a city name, it's not like a street name, but it could be a bit clearer, of course.
right, and then turn.
Of course keep right as I'm passing a double-decker coach that's going the same speed as me in the right lane.
Turn right.
And he's getting off the same exit, of course. What did I expect?
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Alright, time for a little bit of curvy bendiness.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Keep right, and then continue straight. Go straight.
I'm just gonna keep it a little bit faster than this. You know, not too much faster, but a little bit faster. Oh, that's the same speed. Oh, wait a second, it's a border crossing. No, it's not. It's not a border crossing. But it's a red light. Looks like that magic speed is about like 43 kilometer 40 it's like more like 44 45 Ks, so we're gonna stick to that. Welcome to Slovakia. So in Slovakia, it looks like the speed limit is 90 Ks, so once we get on the motorway just up ahead, we should be able to go pretty fast.
Go straight.
Alright, come on. Alright, we're running out of fuel. It's okay, there's a fuel station right here. We'll pull in.
Time to hit the road. Go straight.
Oh, we're not going to be able to get through this. If one more vehicle comes through there, I'm just going to teleport. This guy should be able to go right now. And then we should be able to navigate through. Oh my god, the line doesn't freaking stop. I'm done waiting. Okay, filling up the tank. Here at the gas station. Okay. Taking a bit of a break for a sec, and then we'll get back on the road. Why do I have 20 emails? Okay, that's too many emails. I can't look at all of them. Let's go. Bit of traffic developed here apparently. So we're not actually gonna go that speed. We're gonna go more like I'm gonna judge this turn, and that will pretty much determine how fast we can go. If we can do this turn, we could probably go a little bit faster around most of the other turns. And it looks like we can go around that turn, so I'm gonna speed up a little bit more. And then about now, we're gonna put the cruise on. We're obviously not gonna go 56, it's a bit too fast. That's 90 Ks, that's just too fast. And I couldn't read the rest of my emails because, you know, most of it is just kind of, not necessarily junk emails, but just emails that are just like, yeah, I can open them, just quickly look at them. But I got to the point where I was seeing emails that I had to like, that I saw like an email or two I had to reply to, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna read through the rest of those because then I'm not replying to emails. I'm just looking at emails. So. Yeah, that's about it. So are we still in the Czech Republic? No, we're in, we're in Slovakia, dumb me. Yikes, it's a light. That was an accident. Shoot. I want to go about, I'm going to go about 54 miles per hour here. Right before a merge, of course, though, so... And of course, rain. And not just any kind of rain, heavy rain. Heavy enough rain that I can't keep the wipers on the lowest setting. My pedals were crooked for that too. That was on me. That was very much on me, that accident there. I know there's no point in rinsing off the windshield because we're going back in the rain pretty soon. It's fine. Look, they're still building another tunnel to be able to go through. Finally stopped raining, everybody.
Go straight.
Looks like the speed limit's dropping. There's probably a light here coming up. Okay, the Ukrainian border is coming up really quick. We're merged into one lane here. And for some reason we have to drive through Ukraine to get to Romania, which I don't really get. Why can't we like drive further south or whatnot to get there? Like why isn't there a road like connecting the E50 to the like into Hungary? I mean, I guess okay, never mind, because I did, yeah. If you're in Hungary though, like I better be able to get into Romania like this. But I'm not, and plus, you know, taking the M30 into the M35 and then, you know, transitioning through here and this border is, it's probably a little bit better to go this way. Oh, yeah. Alright, we got our beverages through the border.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Okay, there's an intersection up ahead.
Get ready to turn left.
So they also refer to the states in Ukraine as oblasts like they do in Russia.
Turn left.
This is 2 lanes? That's 2 lanes, then we're just down to 1. I was like, wait a second, that's 2 lanes? But no, it was not 2 lanes. This is 2 lanes over here. I don't know why, but it is 2 lanes.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Keep right.
Oh, what the? I'm literally coming directly at you! Wow.
Exit now.
Wow. Yeah, this 2-lane section's nothing to really celebrate about, so keep it about that speed.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
Okay, we're almost back at the... We're almost at the Romanian border, and then we're basically there after that. We're literally like just across the Romanian border is our delivery. Like we're literally like 50 k's away. It's a bit of a line, unfortunately, to get out of Ukraine. I didn't realize you couldn't go this way. It even says trucks are allowed in this lane. What gives? Ah, welcome to Romania. Finally, we're almost here.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now. At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now.
Alright, almost at the destination.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Okay, maybe it's not the best idea to be drumming on my steering wheel right next to a cemetery, or even talking, but...
Turn right. Get ready to turn right.
But anyways, we're away from the cemetery now, so...
Turn
We made
right.
it. We made it to our destination.
It's all over now.
Alright. That was a very long trip. Alright, I'll pick next trip another time. Yeah. 7 emails in 2 hours? Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna have to go and answer those. But yeah, thank you guys for coming to the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. No one's here, so I'll see you guys around.